Okay, honey, let's meet my friend. I'm not that excited, and I'm sure it's not going to be comfortable for anyone.
You know something? You're right.
But okay, we do, honey.
Help me! Help me!
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're catching up with Nicole and Mahmoud. Mahmoud? I'm not sure.
I don't know what I'm saying. I never know what I'm saying.
So Nicole is finally in Egypt and she is not there 2 minutes before they start fighting.
Talk about that.
The jacket wasn't covering, like, my fronts.
So he asked her to shut her jacket, and you could see he kind of saw people off in the distance, and he was like, "Oh honey, can you shut your jacket?" And she got really offended by that.
I was hoping that this kind of stuff wouldn't start the minute that I landed, but it did, so.
She did nothing to solve her problems while she was in the US with him. She just assumed things would get better, and she's surprised that they didn't. I don't have a whole lot of sympathy for her because of that.
You've made your bed.
And not only that, she's immediately complaining about everything.
I mean, just put that away. Put
Okay,
that away.
honey.
Why do you need that your phone?
I just want to check something.
What?
She's complaining about him still having these same beliefs that he had last time she was there because these beliefs are tied into his religion. And she's complaining about how many people live in his home.
Sometimes it sounds like there are 700 people in your apartment.
I will say I do understand her with that. I'm introverted myself. I don't have a big family, so it is hard for me to be around a lot of people. So I can get that would be a big change for her. But she just got done saying that she couldn't believe that he immediately brought up her clothes upon her getting there when she's doing the same thing now.
Let's go glass house. Me glass house, you glass house. You're the glass house.
So back at his mother's home, they bring out a plate of fried potatoes and she starts complaining about their cooking because a lot of it is fried, I suppose, and that's hard on her stomach
Every time I come here, I just get like really sick from every day eating fried things.
because she doesn't eat like that, which I do understand, but it's like, is there anything about Egypt that you like? Anything at all?
It doesn't seem like it.
So she's upset about having to live at his mother's home with the rest of the family because it's just a lot of people and it's very overwhelming for her. And Mahmoud explained that situation. When she was there previously, they did have their own apartment. They did live together, but she left. She just upped and left. So this time he's not going to do all that. He's going to stay there until she figures it out and they figure out whether she's going to stay or not, which I can understand that. Honestly, I don't think he's being too unreasonable. He's just not sure what she's gonna do, so he's not gonna shell out the money again to go start their own life when she isn't 100% in. Even though she says she is, she really isn't. So it's the next morning and Nicole is already starting to feel homesick.
Just like really. I'm already really homesick.
I guess it's kind of sad.
It's actually kind of cute. His mom keeps telling Mahmoud, or Mahmoud, I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna keep pronouncing it wrong through the whole video. But she keeps telling him, she's taking a long time, you need to check on her. Is she okay? Go check on her. And I just think that's really cute that she's like caring about her. She does seem like a very sweet lady. When she comes out of the bathroom, he notices that she's upset and he's asking what's wrong. And at first she's trying to say like nothing, but then she's admitting that, you know, it's just a lot for her and it's hard. And especially not knowing where they're standing right now. And he kind of says this. It's just funny to me.
I don't want every time we have fight, you always cry, you always sad. It's not good, like for you or me.
Just stop feeling sad.
But he just keeps saying that he doesn't like when she's sad and upset. But the way that this came out and the way he's kind of saying it, I probably couldn't help but take it as, you're so upset and sad and I hate that, so just stop being upset and sad. You know, neither one is really willing to budge on what they want in the relationship. He basically wants her to be full Muslim woman, wear the hijab, you know, the baggy clothes, things like that. And she doesn't, and it really seems to be specifically the clothes, because she doesn't seem to mind like having to stay away from like certain members of the family or men in general. It really seems to be the clothes that is really bothering her, and it seems to really bother him too. He says, it's not just my religion, it's me, you know, I don't want other men looking at my wife. She's my wife. So I don't know. It's a tough one. This is like a tough problem to have, but Nicole just does not seem happy there. And it just makes me wonder if when she originally went over there, if that's when she applied to be on the show and then she left and then they were like, oh, hey, you can be on the show. And then she was like, well, crap, maybe I should go back so I can get on the show. I don't know. It makes me wonder. That's probably like a big jump, but it's just like the whole time, like everything. I don't want to go back to Egypt. I hate Egypt. I hate doing all these things. I hate all the rules, but I'm gonna do it anyway. You know, it seems weird to me.
I'm very confused.
So they go on a little walk around the neighborhood and they end up eating at this little cafe. And he felt really awkward because apparently a lot of the cafes around there will be men only or women only, very separated by gender. So he wasn't sure.
I don't know if like more allowed.
Let's just try.
Okay,
I just want to sit down.
If she would even be allowed to eat there. But they did go in and she was, but you could see other people kind of around giving them looks. And I just imagine it's because, you know, of how she's dressed, which is nothing wrong with it, but it's just not what they're used to. But she brings up wanting to meet his friends, and he's super uncomfortable with this idea.
Still, we could have like dinner at least like one time since I'm new to Egypt and everything.
He says that is not done. You know, spouses don't meet friends the way they do here in America. He said she kind of briefly met them at the wedding and that was it. And he said it's the same for him. He met their spouses like at their wedding, but you don't really interact because it's like a sign of respect. Like you don't interact with your friend's wife. But despite him being very uncomfortable by the idea, he does agree for them to all go to dinner to meet. And
Okay, honey, let's meet my friend.
Thank you.
really, I'm assuming he agreed just because he didn't want to fight with her about it.
Not even worth fighting about.
So they show up to the dinner, which they're an hour late for.
They are like have 1 hour waiting.
Oh, and I asked for.
And things start off okay. She's asking him questions to ask them.
How do you all know each other?
Feels a little awkward.
What did you all think when Mahmoud decided to marry an American?
Ha! What a dumbass!
But after that, it very quickly goes downhill and it's just awkward.
How you feel, honey?
Just trying to think of more questions.
Oh, okay.
The food hasn't even come yet, and they have already run out of things to say to each other. His friends, though, they were very nice and respectful, and they said that this was unusual, but they did seem to like her.
احنا نتعزم واحد صاحبنا عزمنا هو ومراته على العشاء دي أول مرة.
I am shocked. Shocked. Well, not that shocked.
حد خفيف على القلب زي ما بيقولوا كده. ولكن احنا كنا متوترين.
No, I noticed. It was awful.
So Mahmoud asks her like how she's feeling, and at first she's trying not to answer, but then she's like, yeah, I'm feeling pretty uncomfortable and awkward right now. And he almost seems happy that she is, kind of like a I told you so.
So he said, what I did to myself, why I'm here now.
I just want to leave, actually.
Run, bitch! Run!
And with everything being so awkward and tense, I think she's even regretting pushing him to do this in the first place.
And now I know that I need to listen to my husband when he says that, you know, these things are normal, because he's right. It was awkward, and now I don't think we need to do that again.
I'm also starting to wonder if she thinks that he's lying about some of these things just to be more controlling. Just the way she said, now I know I need to listen to my husband when he says this. So it makes me think that she thinks he's not telling the truth. I just find her whole situation interesting because she meets this guy, goes over there and marries him, agrees to do these things, you know, cover her body, wear the hijab, and then regrets it when she realizes exactly what that entails. But when she goes back over there, she still has not done any of her own research. I just don't understand, like, maybe like get on Facebook and join, like, I'm sure there has to be like some sort of group or Reddit on Americans moving to Middle Eastern countries or more Muslim countries. I imagine there's like something out there, some resources for her so that she would know what to expect and how to act and when to maybe have some help on, hey, like, when do I say, no, I'm absolutely not doing this, and when do I need to give a little? You know what I mean?
You get it right, right?
Okay, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.